Incidences of cyber attacks, data theft, breaches, and incursions of computer systems and other forms of cybercrime, many of which have links back to causing physical harm, are rising dramatically.
The issue of cybersecurity has become monumental.
We believe that we have a responsibility to help strengthen the social sector against cyber attacks.
And so the future of humanitarian work includes a big digital component and therefore must include a strong cyber component as well.
Because the sector is not really secure, it's subject to almost indiscriminated attack. So, the attacks are going to the least secure at the end of the day.
Today, there is no possible protection of vulnerable people without protection of their personal data.
So we're here today to mount a collective response to this growing threat. NetHope is proud to stand on the stage with our partners at Okta, one of the leading independent identity providers in the world, alongside the Cyber Peace Institute, a European NGO whose mission is to ensure the rights of people to security, dignity, and equity in cyberspace, as well as the SDC, the Swiss Agency for Development and Cooperation, and USAID, the U.S. Agency for International Development. This group is forging the public-private coalition who will work together to do what NetHope has a long track record of doing over these past 2 decades, providing a community-led collective impact response to these growing threats. Today, we're announcing the intent to create a global humanitarian information and sharing analysis center, or an ISAC.
But we've met each of these challenges with resilience, with commitment, with passion, and with absolute clarity of what it is that we are trying to do, which is to improve the lives of people most in need at that moment. At AID, we are here to learn and to listen and to be responsive.
We have 3 sectors coming together to do something big and needed and poised to drive important change. And we believe that every organization should have the ability to protect the digital identities of the people in their networks. And that is why we are so excited to partner with USAID and NetHope to establish this information sharing and analysis center and help humanitarian organizations respond to current and future cyber threats.
Many of the populations we're working with from a humanitarian perspective are some of the most vulnerable in the world. And we have to be very careful about that responsibility of care to protect the information of those individuals so as not to create new risks for them. Because there's less and less distinction between digital work and humanitarian work. They're so much the same now because we're so dependent on so many different digital technologies. But as we look forward, we have to also recognize that there are these new threats and risks that come with that. And so therefore we need to build an acknowledgement and response to those threats and risks into everything we do and into all the different ways that we think about it.
I think cybersecurity at some point should not be any longer an option, but a sort of humanitarian imperative.
So you have this problem of low cybersecurity maturity on one hand, but on the other hand, these NGOs, some of them, these humanitarian actors, are targeted by threat actors that are highly skilled, highly specialized, and go for the big game. That's big game hunters. So that's one of the sole actors, in fact, that is targeted both by states and criminals with high intent and high technology.
The humanitarian and non-for-profit sectors are among the last of the sectors who do not yet have an ISAC. And we at NetHope, along with our esteemed partners here, intend today to remedy that situation.